What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video I'm going to be playing the best Electro Giant deck right now in this meta. So I made a video on this deck I think about a week and a half ago, and a lot of you guys requested me to do another video on Electro Giant, and also this is one of the only decks that I'm able to play on ladder because besides Royal Hogs and Royal Giant, it is pretty much my only deck that I have fully maxed that's really good in the meta. You can see you have the Cage, which is one of the best buildings right now. You got the Queen, and she is just so broken. So with the Cage and the Queen combined with the Dark Prince and the Tornado, you're going to have some really solid defense. And then the Mother Witch, it's one of the best cards in the game still, in my opinion. And then the Skeletons are just for a faster cycle because you have the Queen, which brings the cost up a bit more. So before we head in the first game, if you guys would like to support me, you can use my credit code BOSS in any Super Solid game. Really do appreciate all the support from you guys. It does mean a lot. But with that being said, let's get into our first ladder game. Currently 175th in the world, and we're going to try to push up even more. Also, guys, there's a global tournament starting up. Actually, by the end of this video, it'll probably already be started. So tomorrow's video, there will be a global tournament, and look at this. I can make some champion decks in the global tournament because you guys will all have access to them because you get to make your own deck, which is really exciting. But anyway, with that being said, let's head into the first match. All right, guys, in a game here against Poimas. So but yeah, I think that's really cool. I hope you guys are happy about that feature in the game where you can use any deck in grand challenges, classic challenges, and global tournaments. I think that's really, really cool, and that champions aren't just restricted to level 14s in every single game mode. You know, obviously ladder, you know, need to be a level 14, which is really unfortunate, but at least you guys have access to all of them in the other game modes, which I think is really cool. Also, there's a 20 win challenge coming up. I really hope the champions will be available in those for you guys to use, because I think that would definitely be frustrating if they aren't available, but I'm pretty sure they will allow champions for everyone, and you'll get to make your own deck, if I had to guess, like how it is in grand challenges and global tournaments. Anyway, this guy looking like he's probably going to be using P.E.K.K.A, which is for sure not an easy matchup, because P.E.K.K.A is pretty good against the Electro Giant, and it's also solid against the Queen if he plays it right on top of it. But we definitely can work our way around it and still have a chance of winning the game for sure. I'm going to go for an Electro Giant in front of the Brawler. It's aggressive, but I actually did it at the perfect timing because he decided to go for an E-Wiz in the opposite lane. And that P.E.K.K.A, I think, is going to get reset onto the Goblin Brawler and the Skeletons there. And just like that, we might actually be able to win the game because we killed the P.E.K.K.A really, really quickly. And that was honestly really, really clutch. You could honestly say I got a little lucky because I didn't know that he was going to cycle the E-Wiz. I just got a little lucky with the timing that he happened to play it when I had the Mother Witch down. And even if he didn't do that, it would have been safe to do, because whenever you have a Goblin Brawler behind your Electro Giant or a Dark Prince, it's relatively safe to go for an Electro Giant in front, even if you know they have a P.E.K.K.A. And that's just because it helps support it so much more than you'd think. So we just have to try to defend here, and if we're able to do that, we will be able to walk away with a pretty easy first win here. Electro Giant's going to be really good. I'm going to use it instead of the Cage just because the Cage is going to allow him to, you know, lightning, and it potentially would have gotten the Ramrider to the tower, so I didn't want that to happen. He's going to use his lightning there, which means I can use my Goblin Cage on defense next time around if I need to. Instead, though, we're going to just not use it, I guess, because he's not going in for a Ramrider. We're just going to use our other cards. I'm going to let the Bandit dash on the tower because it's not going to be anywhere near taking the tower, so we're perfectly fine. Just going to Tornado everything back, and we're going to get a really nice first win here, and, you know, great start. I, you know, can't say that type of start is going to happen every time. We for sure made the right play there, going super aggressive early on. Super unlucky for him cycling that E-Wiz and then not having the Elixir, but, you know, not complaining because, yeah, like I said, that's not an easy matchup. He had Lightning, he had P.E.K.K.A, and yeah, this is good. I'm glad we played against this first game because I feel like a lot of people always wonder, how do you beat P.E.K.K.A with Electro Giant? And that shows you that it is possible. And also, I'm on a good win streak right now. I won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row. And by the way, that match I won before the P.E.K.K.A one is also a difficult matchup. Expo, because of the Tesla and the Expo 2 buildings, and then the Rocket Cycle is definitely difficult for Electro Giant. But anyway, we're 145th in the world right now, 1 win away from 7,700, and I'll see you guys when I find the second match. Alright guys, in our next match here against Diego E. So we'll go ahead and give him the good luck. and see what he wants to do. So he's going to cycle Skeleton, so I guess we could just maybe go for a... Yeah, we'll definitely go for a Goblin Cage here. And then maybe we'll go for a Tornado to activate the King Tower, just because it's going to help us throughout the match, like in future defenses, because it looks like he's using, you know, obviously a decent amount of ground cards. We already know he's got the Royal Hogs, and he also probably has the Cage. So yeah, definitely going to be useful having that King activated. I'm here going to actually go for... Oh, I was just about to go for an Electro Giant, but he decided to pressure. So honestly, that pressure on his end was pretty smart, because it prevented me from going Electro Giant when I wanted to. I'm going to go Electro Giant in front here, because he just used a lot of Elixir. Okay, and those bats just got wasted, so now he's going to have a hard time defending this, because look at the Dark Prince. Yeah, it's going to charge into his tower, and like I already knew, he was going to have a hard time defending it, and honestly, the pain for him is not over yet, because Queen's coming down on the bridge in the other lane, and he cannot let that go. It's actually going to maybe lock on the tower here, and if it does, it's going to take probably half of his tower. Not half, because he did go for, I mean, almost half. I mean, it was pretty close, let's be honest, and I mean, he had to spend a lot of Elixir too, so things are not looking too good for him. It seems like it's practically over. I mean, obviously, he's probably not going to give up. He's going to attempt to come back, but it's going to be really difficult, because, I mean, yeah, even though those pigs get a little bit of damage, look at that massive lead we have in the left lane. I mean, even if this gets into a 2-tower game, I don't see us losing this. Just go Skeletons here, and we could even go for a Queen in the pocket, potentially. I think here I'm just going to go Mother Witch, just to get us, a little bit of pigs. And yeah, Queen in the pocket definitely going to be a possibility. I might even just do it now and see, is it gonna do anything though? No, it's not. Alright, we gotta actually be a little careful now. This is getting a little scary, but I think Tornado's gonna be fine there. We just pull that away, and let's just go for a Queen here to make sure we can take out everything. We'll activate her ability, and then I just have to get a Cage down, so we should be okay. I mean, one hog, oh, actually 2 hogs make it to the tower. Okay, this is not... We might actually get into a 2-tower game. Okay, well, I probably could have defended better, I'm not going to lie, but still, like I already mentioned before, like, if we did get in a 2-tower game, I feel like I'm in a better situation, so I'm not too worried, but yeah, I think I should have been able to defend. That was pretty poor defense on my end. I don't like those Royal Hogs from him, though. Yeah, that I do not think that was the play. Going for the King Tower there, that felt very, like, oddly aggressive for some reason, and it didn't really accomplish anything. All it really did is give me a good opportunity to break through, and I can just ignore the entirety of what he did there on the King Tower. That's why I said I didn't think it was a very good play, and yep, we're gonna punish him for that, and that is going to be GG. So even though the game got prolonged, I guess you could say, in the end we end up getting the win. I mean, not yet technically. I mean, I could lose connection, but just one more lightning to go and that'll do it. I think he might have even given up here. No, it looks like he's still going in. There we go, Mother Witch is going to connect, and we get the win there. I would say not that bad of a matchup. I mean, he did have the Goblin Cage and the Cannon Cart, which in my opinion are two very solid answers to the Electro Giant, but the Queen is just so obnoxious for him to deal with, because he doesn't have a direct answer to it, such as Lightning or, and it wrecks the Cannon Cart, I mean, when they both go head-to-head against each other. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I find the third game. So let's see what our starting hand's looking like. So definitely not going to be making the first play here. Nothing I can safely cycle. Only thing I could potentially cycle would be my Mother Witch, but even that, I just feel like there's no point, we can just relax for a second. So he's going to go Miner. I mean, Miner, very versatile card. Could be Lava Hound, could be Miner Control, right? Cannon Cart, so probably going to be Miner Control of some sort. I don't really know. I guess we'll find out. Alright, it's going to be Mortar. So Mortar is a very difficult matchup most of the time, and that's just because it's one of the best answers in the whole game against the Electro Giant. However, he did just use his Mortar. He doesn't have it in cycle now. So I'm actually going to go for an Electro Giant. We're going to play it in front of the queen here. And I'm hoping he can't cycle back to another mortar, because if he can, he might be screwed. So guards are going to come down, and there we go. That is exactly what we wanted. We outcycled his mortar, and when he doesn't have the mortar in cycle, we are more than capable of getting damage. But when he has that mortar in hand, there's no way we can break through, because lightning doesn't even take it out, which is a 6-for-4 trade anyway, and he also has the cannon cart. So unlike the last game, right, the cage, lightning's actually decent against, because you can lightning, you know, hitting the cage, the goblin brawler, and the tower even. But the mortar is a bit different, and this is why I'm glad we got this really, really good start to this match. Because if this didn't happen, I feel like we would have probably had a really rough time. So I'm going to go for the queen's ability here. Very, very aggressive push from his end there, and it actually paid off because I did a bad tornado. I thought we would have been able to activate the king tower, but unfortunately... you know, unfortunately, the miner died rather quickly, way quicker than I was expecting. So just like that, I completely threw the great lead I had, which is a shame. But you know, it happens, I guess. I'm gonna do Dark Prince because I kind of want to protect the queen, and then I might even go for like skeletons here. Okay, so he fireballed that instead of fireballing the Mother Witch. Not gonna cost him, though. I mean, he seems to be fine. I'm just gonna set up a cage to take care of the Spear Goblins. Kind of awkward, but guess I had to. I'm gonna go Electro Giant now. I do have skeletons to catch the miner if he chooses to go in for it. See, maybe you go for lightning here, because why not? It's good value, and I gotta take it. Okay, he's not gonna go for a fireball. Very interesting. Definitely gonna set up for another E-Giant here, and we're back to another queen ability. Definitely gonna go ahead and do that. And this might be it, guys. Oh, he just missed the log. Okay, so I made a mistake letting him get all that damage, but he just made a mistake. You see the oops comes out there. And yeah, we might actually have a chance now of winning. So definitely gonna be a good lightning there. We hit the miner too. Goodness, guys. What a lightning. Gonna go for a queen, and this is it. Can we get it? Can we steal this one? Guards are gonna come down. Can the Electro Giant get one shot? No, it cannot, sadly. But we can activate the queen ability. And here's the thing. We might even just be able to go in for a lightning, because we're in triple elixir, and Hog gonna come in. If it gets just one more shot, we can tornado. There we go. We get the win here against Mortar, which, in my opinion, is not that easy. I mean, yeah, we do have the queen, which did end up carrying us a little bit, but I still think it's not easy. He made a couple mistakes, and that allowed us to break through, and that is going to put us at 7,700. There was one loss I had that I didn't show, but if I get any losses from here on out, I will make sure to show it. And yeah, we're 122nd in the world now. I guess at this point, our goal would be to make it to the top 100. I think we could do it with 1 or 2 more wins, and yeah, let's see if we can get it. Alright guys, here we go in a game here against KK192. This is actually a really good Japanese player. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. I'm going to go for a Mother Witch here on top of the Fire Spirit. So he's going to have a cage. Probably going to be Royal Hogs. So that means in this matchup, we want to save our Dark Prince and our cage for his Royal Hogs. And obviously try to get the king activated when we can. I think I'm just going to go ahead and... Actually, we could maybe Electro Giant because he doesn't have his cage in cycle. So maybe if we get it to lock on the queen, it will... You can see it does take it out pretty quickly, but I'm starting to think maybe that wasn't the best play I could have done just because... but I think we're fine. We do have a cage. He defended that better than I thought he would, I guess is what I'm saying. I underestimated the queen, which... I really shouldn't have done, because I used the queen too, so I should know how good it is. I don't know about those Royal Hogs. That, to me, felt a little aggressive there, especially with that Fire Spirit. I don't know why he did that, because he probably should have known I had Cage and Tornado. I mean, maybe he was hoping the Fire Spirit would somehow connect to the tower, but it felt like an overcommitment to me. But, with that being said, we will, you know, we won't necessarily have an easy time breaking through, because Cage, and he has the Queen of his own, and he can obviously space both of them out, so definitely something to watch out for. We're just going to go Skeletons there, and, do I need to do anything else? I don't think so, because, yeah, Skeletons and Dark Prince will do enough. He's going to go for Delivery, and then he's going to go Royal Hogs very aggressively, so we'll just go Cage here, and maybe not do anything else, because I'm pretty confident the Goblin Brawler will be able to prevent, you know, majority of that damage. And now we'll go for our Electro Giant here and attempt to build up a push, because we're in double elixir, and he's probably going to play Skeletons, yeah, to protect that. I knew there was no way he would just let that die, but we're going to go Skeletons here, and I'm going to activate the Queens. Okay, well, it died, so that wasn't great. It's alright, though. Mother Witch gonna come in, and what does he have for the... Let's go for a Lightning here. I didn't want to hit the tower to be able to hit everything else, and that was really good defense on his end. I was expecting us to get more damage. Perhaps I should have Lightning the tower, but I wanted to... Okay, let's just go for a... Oh, wow, he's gonna go Hogs. That is extremely aggressive, and he played it all in the same lane, so Dark Prince is gonna get loads of value, and we'll get a nice little counter push, and we'll also be up elixir, so we can just go for our Electro Giant. Definitely going to be a good time to do that, because, yeah, you know, we have a huge elixir lead, and he is going to pressure, though, so we definitely got to watch out. We'll just go for a Goblin Cage here, and then once again, he's going to go with the extremely aggressive Royal Hogs in front, and I think we're going to be perfectly fine here on defense. So let's get ready with the... Actually, let's go for a High Queen instead of playing a Lightning, because this will not only help us break through the cage, but also give us counter push too. And then we'll go for the Mother Witch here, and this Electro Giant should be able to connect. Yeah, it is. And then we can also go ahead and activate the Queen's ability, and look at this, guys. This is exactly the push that we were looking for. We can go for a cage now, and I think this is probably going to be a good game, because we have a huge elixir lead. And look at both of his towers. Both of his towers are in critical condition right now. We just need to get a little bit more damage on top of them. He is going to go for, it looks like, a last resort push here. We can just Tornado to pull everything together to help out that Dark Prince. And yeah, I mean, we just need 2 more Lightnings, or, you know, a little bit of an Electro Giant damage, and we should be good. So we can actually go ahead and just Lightning the cage here, just because, you know, we're in triple elixir, so we can be, you know, overly aggressive if we want to. We can just go for a Tornado, and then all we need to do is Lightning, because I actually think Lightning does 420 damage. Yep, right on the dot, so we'll go ahead and go for the Lightning, and we're able to get the win here against KK. So, give us the good game, we'll give him the good game too. KK is such a, you know, respectful player, always good sportsmanship. Whenever he loses, he, well, to me at least, will always say good game, and, you know, when I lose to him often, I'll say good game too. Just a really, like, I've seen how he interacts on Twitter too. Just a very, yeah, like, huge shout out to him. I mean, he's a great player and just a really, really nice person, as I've seen throughout the years. He's been in the community now for like 3 or 4 years. But yeah, anyway, we're 88th in the world right now, pick up 38 trophies in that match, and I think, yeah, one more win will actually put us at a new season high. So I'll say, let's go for one final game, and we'll see if we can win it. Okay, guys, here we go. Against another really, really good Japanese player, Katasion. So, go ahead and give him the good luck. He is a Hog player. He usually uses Hog. We'll see if he is using that, and sure enough, he is going to have Hog. So, probably with Firecracker or the Queen. I mean, that's generally the variants people are using right now. So, I'm going to just go for an Electro Giant, because he doesn't have his Hog in cycle, and when he gets back to another, I can just Tornado it, and I think even though it's hard to break through in single, it's still good to go for Electro Giants. So I'm just going to go for my Queen here, and if he has a Lightning, this is for sure going to be pretty difficult, I think. Yeah, so he is going to have Tesla, he is going to have Lightning, so definitely not a easy matchup for us, unfortunately. I'm just going to go for a Mother Witch here, and then we're going to go for a Tornado on top of that Hog. Unfortunately, the Hog is going to get one hit, so probably not the best tornado on my end, although it was a hard tornado because the Valkyrie was tanking for the hog momentarily, and I had to be careful not to tornado the Valkyrie into my towers, so I gotta, you know, not be too hard on myself there because it wasn't the easiest of tornadoes, whereas when the hog's by itself, it's a lot easier to ensure that you're just fully focused on the hog and there's, like, no other distractions, if that makes sense. But anyway, you know, it is just one hog hit, but if it's a close game, it's definitely something to consider of, like, why I lost. Anyway, I think we can just go for a high queen here so he can't lightning both the, you know, the tower and the queen. I'm going to activate her ability just to help out here. He's going to log it away, so good defense on his end there. And yeah, we're not really going to be able to do anything in single elixir here. It might have even been a bad idea when I went for that Electro Giant, but it is what it is. We'll just go for the tornado here on the hog, this time getting it perfectly so it gets no connections on our tower. And I think with that, we'll just set up for an Electro Giant here in the back. And yeah, this is definitely going to be a toughie to win, but, you know, we'll do our best. So Tesla comes down. We can go for skeletons here, and then I guess we'll go queen in the opposite lane, and then here we'll try to, yeah, there we go, should be an easy tornado there on that hog. We do get it, and I'll go ahead and activate the queen's ability. I think we could actually lightning the firecracker instead of the Tesla because the Tesla was getting taken out by the queen, and just like that we get a little bit of damage there, but it's not going to be anything too significant. I'm gonna go for Mother Witch here, and then we're gonna go for a high cage so he can't lightning everything. I'm gonna probably tornado here. Yeah, we gotta do it just to ensure the... Oh, it's still got a hit. Okay, so yeah, that was not the best defense on my end, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could have prevented that damage, but it's okay. I'm gonna lightning here just because the firecracker is annoying. He is gonna hog, so we'll go cage, and if he lightnings, I will have to tornado. Okay, he's not going to. Oh, he is. He plays it very late. Okay, so we're up elixir. This might be our one chance to get a good push going. We'll go for an Electro Giant in the back. We have skeletons if he goes Fire Spirit at the bridge, which he may... No, he's not. Okay. Oh, there it is. So I'll go queen now and try to pressure opposite lane, because if we play everything in the same lane, it's just asking for him to go for a lightning. And sure enough, as expected, it's going to be easy defense. And sadly, we do not hit the firecracker. So yeah, things are just not going well for us at all. I will try to tornado to pull the... but yeah, this is just not going our way. And yeah, that is going to be GG. Just because there's no way I can defend the hog. And yeah, so definitely a tough matchup. I knew it was going to be hard early on, but luckily he's a lot higher than me, so I'm not going to lose that many trophies. Only 18, so not too bad at all. And yeah, I guess with that, that'll be it for the video. I hope you guys did end up enjoying it. We end the video, I guess it didn't update. Where do we end? What is our final rank? We end the video 99th in the world, so still in the top 100. Not bad at all. We climbed up since the beginning of the video. And just like that, guys, look at this. You guys see it here first. Because it just started. So global tournament going on right now, so you guys can expect a video on that tomorrow. And then you got this, which is even more exciting because we only get this like once a year. The 20 win challenge. Let's go. See Newsrail for more details. You get an epic chest, a legendary king's chest, and a load of gold. Wow, 100,000. So yeah, that is exciting. I'll be making probably 2 videos on that, potentially 3. If you guys are hype and show a lot of support on my 20 win videos, I'll do one probably on my main account or maybe my mini to start, and then I'll do one. I have 3 accounts, my main account, which is this one, and then 2 minis, so probably going to do 2 videos on it, potentially 3 if the first 2 get a lot of support. But yeah, I'm super excited because it only comes around like once a year. But that's going to be for the video. Make sure to like it if you guys did end up enjoying the video. Subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.